So shall I start?
Yes, ma'am.
So pleasant morning to one and all. So secret of getting ahead is getting started. So with the powerful quote of Mark Twain, so I'm going to start the session. So on behalf of management, principal, and research coordinator and head of the Department of Biotechnology, Dr. N.M. Hariharan, I welcome you on faculty members. I welcome you all for the 10th day of webinar series and today. So I'm very proud to say that I'm being one of the part of the thing for discussing and sharing my views on this particular technical topic. With some little bit introduction, I am going to share about my views on this topic. So I am Kausalya, uh, assistant professor and in charge for electronics and communication engineering department of Sri Shasta Institute of Engineering and Technology. I'm having some 15 years teaching experience, and I did my PG in digital communication and network engineering in Kalasalingam College of Engineering, belongs to Anna University, and UG in ECE in PSNA College of Engineering and Technology in Dindakal. And pastly I worked in for the past 15 years in KLN College of Information Technology in the Madurai. So with a little bit introduction, see, I'm going to share about my views in the topic of the emerging and recent trend topic in challenges in implementing industrial IoT systems. So actually, the words may inspire, but the action creates changes. With the quote of Simon Sinek, I'm going to start with the recent trend of IoT. See, actually, we are very familiar with the word that IoT, IoT systems. So, in the first slide, say I'm sharing some the little bit infography of IoT with some industrial IoT. See, in IoT, it serves in many platforms, but now we are going to discuss some little bit. I'm going to share some views on this IoT systems belongs to that industrial side, because most probably we are expecting the things towards the industrial sites, and moreover in wherever the corporate industries and everything. So we are our aim is to concentrate on this the industrial side. So this is somewhat a emerging topic. Already we are also familiar with the word industry 4.0, IoT, and the extended version of IIoT. The IIoT stands for industrial IoT, and then industry 4.0. 4.0. So most probably in current scenario, in wherever we go for any FDP seminars and webinars and whatever, they are concentrating on in the electronics and communication domain, as well as in the computer science domain, and even mechanical and automobile industries, wherever we go for. This is somewhat a integrated domain topic. So first let us have some introduction about this, the industrial IoT, IoT, then industrial IoT, and some challenges. So I'm not going to in depth of technological, but we are going to see about some challenges and applications and advantages, and wherever it is used, this is what we are going to see. The This is what the outline. So simple thing. Now first let us have some introduction about that IoT and some schematic view under some technologies. So this is what some, so in each and every slide I put some infography of that corresponding technology, some so to have some idea on, because we are in all domains, most probably we are also familiar with that word IoT. But anyway, in the application domain, if you are seeing that one, it will be somewhat clearly understood. Then IoT applications, and this is some little bit introduction, and then we are going to relate these two, IoT as well as IIoT, and the introduction about that IIoT, and the elements of that IIoT, and what are the design, how we are going to design, and what are the challenges. This is what our main title, challenges and risk, and how we can protect, how we can overcome that challenges and the risk. So it's some general scenario, and then extended version of that IIoT seems to industrial IoT and some trends, then advantages, applications. So with that, I will conclude. So let us enter into that IoT with some three slides. So just going to brief about that IoT. See, IoT, Internet of Things. So internet. So everywhere now we are connected with that one. So it is somewhat a emerging domain. So we have a connection to the internet, but we are going to connect with, as a human, we are going to connect with, or in applications we are connected with some internet through objects, through devices. See, whatever maybe, but how we are connected? So we are connected with some physical objects. It's a network of physical objects embedded with sensors. So here we are going to talk about the technology, the sensors, and with some software. Here we are coming into the computer platform and other technologies. So we can implement some other technologies. So all because of, for the purpose of connectivity, to enhance the performance of our current scenario. So this is what the just general opinion about that Internet of Things. But now it is changing the way what we are changed. Totally, we are changed our that one. So indirectly, we are also equipped with the IoT. Whatever the human, we are indirectly connected with that IoT, because so the people interact with the things around them, and we are connected with some infrastructures to support innovative services for improving such flexibility and efficiency. So in this topic, so in this so IoT, it's having so many things, but now here we are connected with, so in our title, so it is oriented with concepts of IoT, industrial IoT, and 4.0 that highlight the opportunities. And for promoting such this things, so we are focusing some challenges, some industrial challenges. So most probably the first phenomena, the efficiency. So little bit challenges we are crossing: energy efficiency, and performance, and coexistence, and interoperability, security, and privacy. So this is some challenges, so major challenges to be focused. But in when we go for that IIoT, so we can deal with some in depth. So this is some schematic view. See how the Internet of Things works. So in little bit with the some the picture, we can understand the working. Some schematic picture, schematic view. So some I have highlighted with the some three numbers, 1 and 2 and 3. The first point, IoT devices. See, what does it do? So how it is works? IoT devices gather data and send to the internet for processing. So first, so we need some data. So we are tied with the word, the big data, the data. So we want data. So internet by for processing, and the data is analyzed. This is what another one technology, data analytics. So business data analytics. So this is also connected with all domains, as well as most probably the industries are analyzed. Industries expecting that one. So data is analyzed, centralized, and then instructions based on that analysis are written to the devices. So we are marked with some arrow marks. So internet and data center, corporate data center, and the IoT devices. So this is what some simple working movement of that IoT. Then what are the technologies we are influenced the for such implementation of IoT? So IoT enabling technologies. So most things, the data as well as cloud. So here, so big data, data analytics, and cloud computing, then networks. So because we are going to we are going to connect all those things, so we need some network technologies, also wireless sensor networks, then communication protocols. So some protocols we need, and some devices, for the devices purpose we need embedded systems. So because so we are having some three major areas, so internet, corporate data center, IoT devices. So these three sectors covers these enabling technologies. So data as well as cloud computing, it corresponds to the data center. Then networks as well as protocols is connected with some internet connectivity. Then devices, when we go for that one, embedded systems. So these are the one-on-one correspondence with that one, the previous slide and this slide. Then it serves in various fields. So as we are all familiar with that one, but anyway, in specific, some fields are marked here. So that we can say it's somewhat applications. So agricultural, building, smart building, customer services, and markets, distribution sites, so network distributions and operations, industrial and medical. So most probably it covers all those things, all those fields in our current scenario. Not only in current scenario, so general scenario. So medical, agricultural, and building, customer services, industry, operations, distributions, and markets. So this is what the major applications. In specific, I am going to highlight some two things, not going to discuss about all those things. So most probably now we are in a very much important about that healthcare. In current that COVID situations and everything, we are mostly concentrating for each and everyone, we are mostly concentrating in healthcare. So that I have highlighted that healthcare, and another one is smart building, smart city as well as. Now it has some applications in healthcare that benefits some little bit thing. So patients, families, physicians, hospitals, and the insurance companies. Because when you are go for healthcare industries, these five people are the patients, families, physicians, hospitals, and the insurance companies. So are all tied together. So that are these people are benefited by with this IoT. How? So IoT for patients. So devices in the form of wearables like fitness bands. So for discussing this, another one biggest area is one more thing is there, wireless body area networks. So in that one also we have some such major devices and everything we can see, but little bit wearables like fitness bands, so we can wear in our hand, or else we can place in some other body also, like a chip and everything. So and other wirelessly connected devices, we can measure some blood pressure and heart rate monitoring and glucometer. So that's a basic thing. So even we can fit in for our elderly patients, or even we can fit it for a baby monitoring also. So in baby monitoring in the foreign countries, most probably the babies are isolated in a separate room, so we can put that in thing in for baby monitoring. And also even for thing pet animals, for also pet animals also we can put that this IoT trackers with IoT devices. But here the glucose monitoring, heart rate monitoring, hand hygiene monitoring, depression and the mood monitoring, Parkinson's disease. And because these Parkinson's disease, so most probably are affected with the elder people, and some connected inhalers and ingestible sensors. So these are all the IoT devices. So one such example for this IoT. Next, we will move on to the next thing. So IoT in smart cities. So this is also another one important thing. It is in the plan of our prime minister thing and everything in our current our country also facing this the promotion of smart cities in all over country. In each and every major cities they have such a plan. So here for this, for implementing such the smart city plan, we need some areas of this IoT components, some semantics, actually somewhat semantics, services, computation, communication, sensing, identification. So anyway, the first schematic view we have seen already. So that thing is connected with all those components: semantics, services, computation, communication, sensing, and identification. So with the all those components, so we can build that smart cities with some newer technologies. So this is what the IoT applications. So this is some little bit intro about that Internet of Things. Internet of Things. Now we are going to have that your corresponding topic is IIoT, industrial IoT. It is little bit the extension of that IoT. Extension of that IoT. Now I'm just enlarging that. So we have such a relationship. So industrial Internet of Things and consumer Internet of Things. The right side it is showing consumer Internet of Things. So it is that whatever I discussed so far. So consumer Internet of Things, IoT. In that left hand side we have such a things, industrial Internet of Things. So we have some interrelationship. Actually, in the mathematical point of view, we can put in some Venn diagram. So most probably it shows a major common things. So, but what is the major common thing means? It's a connectivity data analytics. So connectivity data analytics, simply we can say it is the extension of or a use of IoT, refers to the interconnected sensors. So the sensors, so it plays a major role. Sensors and other instruments, because we are going for our industries. So instruments and other devices connected together with the industrial applications. So that satisfies the need for manufacturers and the energy management. Most probably, if you are going for some technical view in industries, wherever we go, it has some R&D department. So that department and the manufacturing unit, it takes over this all the technological view, IIoT. So this is some relationship of IoT versus IIoT. Now, why we are going for this? Why industrial IoT? So here I have marked some red things. So because these are the major features we are going to see now. Collecting and analyzing data. Collecting and analyzing data is a key factor. Okay, so data, we need data. So for what? So it's a key in industrial IoT to deliver some useful insights. So these things will be helpful in our industrial companies for doing such business decisions faster than ever before. Because now we are also manufacturing everything, industry is manufacturing, and moreover whatever the things we are going with that IIoT, simply we are doing, but for the betterment of the industry. So we have to meet out the real time current scenario, because we are in a competitive world, so we have to focus that. So in IoT, by implementing that IoT or as well as IIoT, industry expects the revenue. So most probably corporate industries, whatever industries, they expect, we want to increase the revenue. So one survey says that in 2020 or 2021, they are expecting some billion level their revenue. They have to increase this. So their target is like that. So for increasing such revenues, they are moving that current technologies. Okay, so by for implementing such things, they are facing some challenges. So that's what we are going to discuss. Then, but why we go for this? Why we go for why IoT? Why industry is focusing that IoT? So first thing, collecting and analyzing data. So data is also okay, we can easily get that one. But next thing, use of that equipment's machine data. Now I am talking about only our industry side. So machine data using industrial IoT such as production data, because they are concentrating one on production. They want to increase whatever may be the thing, even in industry or whatever may be the side, whatever the organization, they want to increase their revenue, they want to increase the production, they want to increase their efficiency and so on. So it helps companies transforms their industrial process or manufacturing. So they have to transform the thing. So they have to transform the current steps. So current thing, it has to be transformed. So they want to implement some other newer technologies. Then when data is over, now what is the next thing? The better quality control. So we have to increase the quality. So then only, if you are in automatically, if you are having such quality, the everything will be improved. So better quality control and sustainable and some practices and green practices. They are saying green practices and comfortable climate. These are all the some relevant points, relevant phenomena. It is connected with that one. So comfortable climate control and more efficient supply chain management. So in when in industry, in industry or a corporate company, whatever, they have such a separate department is there. Only for they are concentrating all those things, we know already. So here it is called as a supply chain management or common examples, where the in that one the data plays a part. So quality control. So quality control. Then if okay, data is collected and we are collecting and analyzing, and we are in a some improved quality version, and finally what the thing is need? So maintenance. Okay, so not only implementation, but the periodically we have to go with the maintenance and the service. So benefits, predictive maintenance, service, and energy and facility management and asset tracking. So these are the main motto of the components. Okay, so for going for this industrial IoT, so this is what some the phenomena to get into that IIoT. Okay, now the next slide. So introduction. So introduction is means what? It like the applications and what is the technology here used. Here, when you go with the IIoT, see, I have put some here some logo is there. They marked as what? The first thing, collect data, then analyze, and then decide and act. So we can say that CADA simply. So collect, analyze, decide, and act. Okay. So this was the logo. This was the logo or some design symbol for this IIoT. Here an industrial IoT platform is I have already told that it's a growing segment of IoT. And it involves some edge device management and data analytics. So you see here, and modern sensor technologies and connectivity solutions that improvement what? So enhance industrial equipment and operations. So automatically, if you are moving all those things, so with that all those things, so the equipment also enhanced, the equipment performance also enhanced, and the operations with the remote monitoring and the predictive maintenance. So with the main thing is here the operations with the remote monitoring. So that's what we need. And it encompasses some industrial applications including robotics, medical devices, and software defined production processes. Okay, now the third point I have marked as, so it goes beyond some normal consumer devices. Okay, normal consumer devices, and it concentrates on the internet networking of physical devices with the IoT, but it is transformed with, or it is integrated, or it is intersect, it is the combination of information technology as well as operational technology. So IT with the OT. Okay, so this IT plus combination of OT, it gives us IIoT. Now that OT refers to what? The OT refers to the networking of operational process. Here we have marked we have given some, I have given some 5 major areas. So operational process and industrial control systems, that is simply abbreviated as ICS. So ICS, these things are needed. Then human machine interfaces. So we are going to interface with the human beings also. The devices, it has to be connected with the humans also. So human machine interfaces. And another one important thing is SCADA. We can simply call it as SCADA. That is expanded as supervisory control and data acquisition systems. Then distributed control systems and programmable logical controllers. Okay, so in EEE department also, they have the very good emerging area in that programmable logic controllers. So most probably when you are coming to this IIoT or IoT, we have an integrated domain of all those departments. So ICS, HMIS, SCADA, and DCS and PLC. So this corresponds to that OT, operational technology. IT, we know we are confined with some softwares or the corresponding software technologies and so on. So IT as well as with the OT, it creates a platform for IIoT. Okay, so the integration of what? So if you are integrating these two, then ultimate thing is automation and optimization. Next thing is we have to concentrate on that automation and optimization. So this is what are the better visibility of that supply chain management, and also for the logistic support also. So we have such infrastructure in industrial applications, such as so many domains in that one, because in that monitoring and physical infrastructure, it connects the agricultural, healthcare, manufacturing, transportation, and some utilities. That's not logistics and utilities. Okay, so these are going to be connected with the what, the smart sensors and actuators, as well as remote access and control. So smart sensors, actuators. Sensors, nothing but the input devices. Actuators are nothing but the output devices. So these two are joined with our remote access and control. Now, for IIoT, most probably the use case phenomena is called as improved quality assurance. Okay, and consistent machine monitoring. These two things are needed. Not only in IIoT, in IoT also, whenever the devices are used automatically, these two use cases are important. So improved quality assurance and consistent machine monitoring. Now we have to say that, so we can say some other thing. The industrial IoT, that's the key point. Key point means what are the key points we can expect here? Now we are little bit slightly we are moving to the title. So challenges, so we have to go for that challenges, but before that we must have some better idea of that one, then only we can discuss about that challenges. So ultimately we are saying that remote monitoring and operations. Okay, but anyway we are going to see that first one, we need some data, massive amount of data we are in need of that. Then for such to deal with that one, most probably we are struggling some other technological phenomena also. For that they have in a future they have planners some artificial intelligence and 5G technology that will promote, that will help for IIoT in future. So this is what they are improving plan in IIoT. So remote monitoring and operations. Actually, this slide contains somewhat a small font. Anyway, I will read out that one. So through the use of process and performance monitoring sensors, most probably the IoT, we are generally we are using mobile. Now we are using mobile with the 24/7. So now we are in a position like that. So the process and the performance monitoring sensors that also allow access for the data in 24/7 and from anywhere. Okay, so this is and anywhere with a remote monitoring, and also the autonomous operations has to be carried out also. This is what their aim in this one. The next one. So this is up to that. So we have some short intro about that IIoT. Now, same IIoT, it can be implemented with some schematic overview. So the devices, the first thing, devices. Okay, the devices. Here we are having such data collections also. Then connectivity network, and it has to be a portal or imported to that cloud, and it has to be transformed. It has to be transformed to that some apps plus third party services. Some apps means whatever may be. So the mobile apps or some developed software also. So this is a schematic overview for a IIoT. This is the scientific diagram. So we can say a little bit here a block diagram also. Same thing, whatever we discussed, it will be our explained in here are some blocks. So here a major blocks is a physical area, physical and cyber and human. In physical means we have listed out because in industries we are most probably we are familiar with that one. Mechanical people are, if mechanical people are there, they are also familiar with that one. ERP, enterprise resource planning. In industries they have a major areas there, ERP and MES, we can say manufacturing execution systems, and whatever I have said in a previously SCADA, supervisory control. Then another one is the PLC and PAC. So PLC is a programmable logic controller, but what is meant by PAC? It means a programmable automation controller. So now with that, the two things, two areas, we have collected some other data. We can capture all those things and we can put it to that some smart box, and through some gateway it has to be given to that cyber, some storage box. So in that on cyber, under cyber we have exchange block and a machine learning block and a data persistence block. So here a major operation we can underline that one. First one, ingestion of data some, and then here it has to be the process, storage and modeling, and the last area analysis and presentation. Okay, so here it comes under automatic the live process. Okay, it comes to the human. So that's what I have said, the MES and the ERP in industries. So this is what the because we are not letting into that in detail, just we are explaining that major blocks involved in that IIoT. Now, three important elements for that industrial IoT. So industrial IoT device, IoT connectivity, and we need some platform. Okay, so common elements means device. The device means such as your instruments, sensors, and here it mentioned as robots, cameras, even buildings also. It can be connected to that cloud here from that one. Okay, next connectivity. Then here it plays a network automatically, the network and protocols. Then the last one using an IoT platform and process IoT data. So after processing and everything, now it comes to the third party solutions here, the analysis and presentation mode. So these two are connected with that one, these two slides. So same thing, it is also here oriented with the previous one. Same thing, it's a key aspect. Same thing, but it's somewhat a different diagram. It's a pictorial representation. So machines and sensors and tools. So these two are the devices. Then processing, users, analytics, and connectivity and alerts. Okay, this is the pictorial representation. Now, coming to the challenges. So security considerations and challenges. So I have put the title list in the further slide. So challenges in adapting that IIoT. Now we crossed some general info about that IoT as well as IIoT. Next, what are the design things and major expectations of that challenges. So adaptation of that IIoT, it can be revolutionized how industries can be operated. So we can expect that industries challenges having strategies that to boost the performance, in the sense what the digital transformation. Now we are in a mode of digital transformation, so while maintaining some security as well as some increased connectivity. Then and also their major aim is that because we are implementing that IT as well as OT, the technological point of view, and it focuses what the worker safety as well as the product quality. So it has to be ensured, these two things has to be ensured. So by combining these two, we can call it as some availability. The areas to need to be focused on availability, scalability and security, these three major things. So we can concentrate. And then next thing, the availability and the scalability is maybe integrated with that one operation side. And what is the next thing is that the security. Okay, security plays a role what. So with the when integrating that IIoT into their operations as well as, because many businesses involve some legacy systems and process. Each and every industry have its own things. Okay, but what's their aim? It has to be unaltered. Okay, there are, but some complication is also there. It has to be avoided, it has to be removed, that complication, with some newer technology. So that's what their aim. So what's that main thing? Now that IIoT adapters so have the responsibility for securing their setup. So ultimate thing, if they have to improve their efficiency, they have to improve their performance, they have to increase their manufacturing side and quality and productivity and everything. But anyway, it has to be with a secured environment. So that's what their aim. So manufacturer should be able to their security of the users also, and provide preventive measures also. So for coming over this, for regarding that security side, we have such some challenges. We have some such challenges. So it is also represented in some pictorial form, the challenges for IoT. But what is the major thing, the challenges and the risk expect in this area? So high investment cost. When we want to implement this, we have to spend a lot amount, that high investment, and security, data storage and the management. So it is also, it's a major challenge, because IoT generates a more number of tons of data. Then connectivity outages, when we are more automatically, when we are using such network site, we are facing so much network problems and everything. So these are the major challenges: cost and data storage in the area, cost side, and connectivity outages. And what is the risk? Challenge is one thing, and another one, risk in the sense we are facing such the side security side, that means called as some device hijacking, because we are connected with the devices also. Okay, and data siphoning. So it means what? It means some fraudulent use of that spyware, because we are also connected with the devices as well as some software side also. So because so that we are expecting all those things. So the device hijacking means this is like a cyber attack. Then data siphoning means, it means of some fraudulent use. Then denial, DOS, simply denial of service, or what? Maybe denial of service means automatically suddenly your machine can be shut down on that one, with some improper use and so on. And data breaches. Data breaches means the information can be stolen with some other site. Then device theft. Device theft means totally the device is theft. In a previous thing, the data may be stolen. Here, the device is theft. Theft, and also some device spoofing. So this is also another one thing. Here it means what? It is a act of some discussing a communication from some unknown service. So unknown service means it can be expected in a email and some other softwares also, and also in IP address also somewhat hacking. So this is what the things it is happening in spoofing. So how we can, so these are the challenges and risks we are expecting, and how we are protected, how the machines or industries can be protected with that thing. So these are the points somewhat it is discussed for that one. Okay, so how we can improve that, how we can protect that one. So regular monitoring and detection in case of malware infection. Okay, then better threat visibility and yearly detection of anomalies, yearly detection. Then proactive prevention of threats and attacks, because we are joined with the integration of that IT as well as OT. So proactive preventions, then secure data transfer, then next generation IPS. So this is what IPS means, what the intrusion prevention systems. So it must be somewhat improvised one, so to prevent attacks from exploiting vulnerabilities, and then server and application protection across that data centers. So this is what the protection measures suggested, so for avoiding such challenges and risk. And so now the introduction is over, now challenge and risk is over. So now, so we can expect some trends. So that trends means what it can be tied with where, some digital twin, another one technology, then a 5G, virtual and augmented reality. We are exposure with that one, virtual VR as well as AR. In nowadays, even in COVID itself, some schools itself they are implementing that. We are in Kerala side, one school is implemented with some virtual and AR facility. In schools also they are implementing that one, and blockchain. Okay, already we are familiar with that one. So these are the highly anticipated trends connected with that one. Okay, now with in 2020 as well as in 21. So see such things, increased IoT implementation and software as a service. So for this we have one such example is there, I will show in the next slide. And edge computing, then IoT and router security. It is because we are connected with that cyber thing. So IoT and router security, then predictive maintenance, and big data and AI, and more customization of the machine experience, and cyber security. So these are the major areas to be trend in to 2020 is over, now 21 also in that one. So this is what one SAS, because software as a service. So this is one IoT project, that is IIoT. Okay, simply we can say IIoT. So SaaS platform, they have mentioned so many technologies, but I have selected one thing for just showing one example. SaaS platform, software as a service. It's a method of what, software delivery that allows data to be accessed from any device, because we are going to connect it with that one devices as well as with the connectivity. Okay, here the in the web-based model, in this one, software vendors host and maintain the service, so they will do everything. So if you are connected with that one, with the digital, so that we can say that's a fast forward digital roadmap with the industries. Okay, they used one platform such as a SaaS platform. So servers, databases and codes, everything they host, they construct and secure and applications. So this is one such implementation for IIoT. Now the last area is IoT, we have seen, IIoT also we have seen. Then it is going to connect with that one, industry 4.0, because most probably we are familiar with that one, industry 4.0 now. Okay, so it is the extended version. See such a diagram here, IoT, yeah, in the center point IIoT and industry 4.0. So in the pictorial representation, it is somewhat clear. Internet of Things, outer side block. See here the traffic management, personal area network, and here intelligent transportation systems, home building and everything. In inner part is industrial Internet of Things. Here see, we can see such mining industries and catering, factory area network and sensor networks. So inner part, the industry 4.0. So here it is connected with that one, some automobiles, food, textiles and the electronics. So moreover, these the three are cumulatively integrated one. But if you are segregating some such things, so in some operations wise or some, we have to anyway, we have to segregate that one. So it is marked us with some different pictures. So the first one, the internet of things, here industry 4.0, here it is IIoT, but the common concepts, it involves data management as usual, data management, the connectivity, communication, the device security and everything. Okay, so this is what the relationship. So this is what the industry 4.0. So little bit intro. It concern about what? It's the transformation of industrial process through the integration of modern technologies such as, anyway, sensors is connected, communication is there, computational processing is there. It is common for all IoT as well as IIoT and industry 4.0. But here the technology wise, it has to be it has somewhat increased manner. So technology such as, in the sense here, cyber physical systems, CPS, Internet of Things, cloud computing, machine learning, and data analytics. So that in the starting itself, I have told that not even we are connected to the integrated domain of all those departments, all those areas, branches, and everything. So it links the automation. It is finally we can say what the automation system with the enterprise, so planning and the product life cycle. So this is what some infographic of industry 4.0. Here, as usual, the industrial IoT sensors here. It is some tools here, automation, safety, quality, and industrial apps and network centric. So these are the points to be key features or key components, whatever we can say. These are connected for this industry 4.0. This is what the revelation. This was the revelation in the starting itself. So first revelation and the second revelation, third revelation, and the fourth revelation. Okay, now most probably we are attaining that fourth revelation, because the starting itself only are mechanization is there, only machines and so on. Then mass production and some electronic and IT systems are improving in that one, in third revelation. And the last one, cyber physical systems. So this is what our industry 4.0. So that we can say that industry 4.0, we are reaching that fourth revelation. Okay, so this is what the thing. And coming to the last slide, here that one, IIoT applications. IIoT. Anyway, all those things are common. Here also the industrial, robotics, smart car, smart city, smart communications, and smart utilities and smart grid. And also even smart parking also we can implement. Then smart waste and recycling also, actually I have not shown here. And then some logistics area and roadways, railways, air and marine side, in each and every side wherever the industry is there, we can implement that IIoT. So this is what the advantages. See, whatever the advantages we can expect in this one. So the increased efficiency and reduced errors, predictive maintenance and safety, cost wise. So it's a challenging one, but in the same manner we can increase that productivity automatically. We can expect that revenue automatically. Their implementation side is somewhat reduced one. So on the process efficiency and some innovations, and also we can improve some innovations and reduce asset downtime, operational efficiency, and end-to-end operational visibility and quality, operating cost, and optimizing production, and ultimately we can say that improved overall equipment effectiveness. So these are all the advantages it can be expected throughout that IIoT. At last, so we can combine all those things. So whatever we are seeing, that initially I have given such some intro about that IoT. and then little bit applications, some selected applications in healthcare and some smart city implementation. After that, I have given some intro about that IIoT and why we go for that one. Then some key phenomena and some scientific diagrams, then challenges and risk, and at last the extended version of that IoT as well as IIoT with the increased version of Industry 4.0 and some advantages. So actually, I want to conclude with that one some powerful quote that is given by that Nelson Mandela, that means it always seems impossible until it is done. So this is what our the powerful quote. So this is what the conclusion about that thing. Now, so thank you for a patient hearing. So now, if you have any queries, please let us have discussion.